Primetime.
Primetime, that's the name.
Primetime.
Primetime.
What time is it? Showtime, primetime.
It's XL Primetime, featuring Joe C.
I'm having nightmares right now.
Matt Hayes.
Big asses, big thighs, yeah.
And Leon Searcy.
Bed Bath & Beyond. Nothing says football like scented soap.
How you like me now?
Oh, here we go. We are all... Well, winners get washed, okay? So the Senate soap was used, okay? We're winners, man, right here on XL Primetime. Welcome in the noon hour, hump day, halfway through your week. And we got a little 9 after 5 later on tonight at the Golf Club of Southampton. Be telling you all about that today. Hopefully you'll be able to come out and join us. But we're talking ball right now, some college football stuff that we'll throw at you, and then, of course, your Jags and the rest of what's going on with NFL training camps. The beautiful thing about right now is that I can flip on whatever it is, NFL Network, or go over to CBS Sports Network, where Pete Prisco was set up yesterday with the Jacksonville Jaguars, had a sit down with Travis Hunter. Anyway, I can look anywhere, Leon, and I can see training camp news. It is across the board, man, wall to wall, and I love it.
Yeah, in the words of TC, where else would you rather be? Where else would you rather be than watching ball, man? You remember a couple of months ago where we were begging for it, asking for it, and now it's here for all networks. Yeah. All the guys putting in work, training camp, sweating, fighting, catching, passing, tackling. Love it.
Yeah, and the other thing that jumped out is that the Travis Hunter move that the Jaguars made, that James Gladstone's certainly showed some stones in doing when he moved up to get Travis Hunter, that is one of the biggest talking points among the NFL talking heads across the country. How much will we see of Travis Hunter? How good will he be? Are you buying the Travis Hunter stock? They're even talking in fantasy football terms. Is he going to go up the draft board? All that kind of stuff. But he has kept the Jaguars kind of top of mind.
Yeah, well, I like what the Jaguars are doing. They're fluctuating between offense and defense because, he's got ball skills defensively. Now, you don't want to water him down too much with the offensive side, and then you don't water him down too much on the defensive side. Right. The keys to the Jaguars and solidifying that Travis Hunter is a slam dunk pick with all they did is that, in my opinion, he's got to be impactful on both sides of the ball. Yeah. I think more so defense. I'm not worried interceptions, but I'm talking about red zone, knockdown passes that can cause disruption. And on the offensive side of the ball, catch and run. That's all I need to do. I don't care what he is. I don't know if he's outside, he's inside. Just catch and run.
Yeah, it is simple as that. It's just try. And by the way, Matt, everyone, you see the story or the coverage or like when Pete's sitting down. Maybe we can pull that soundbite when Pete is on CBS Sports Network and he's sitting with Travis and Travis Hunter very simply says, Pete's asking him basically, you plan on playing on both sides? Well, hell yeah. That's my plan. That's what I want to do. I wouldn't say it if I wouldn't.
Every play he was saying.
That's what he said. It's outrageous, and I don't think that will happen.
It's outrageous is what it is.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
I
don't think that will happen.
And I like his spunk. I like his attitude. The idea is don't wear him out and put him in the most impactful situations.
And the best, so he doesn't get wiped up by the enormity of the moment, the size and speed of the guys he's going up against.
Well, I always say this when it comes to players because we become very enthusiastic. Sometimes you got to save them from themselves. There's no way this kid's going. I love the kid. I think what he's doing is impossible until you see it's done. Yeah. But it's going to come times and periods in the game where you're going to have to have a pitch count on him. Okay, hey, listen, Travis, no, you're not going there right now. Yeah. And I'm okay with that. Yeah. So, he's got to save him from himself sometimes.
Yeah, the former mayor was at practice yesterday, so we're kind of chopping it up, and he's asking that question because that's what everybody wants to know. How many plays is he going to get? How many is he going to see on both sides? I keep throwing the number 80 out. I may be half-baked, half-cranked. I have no idea.
Well, but, he averaged 130 in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's...
It's a little tall. There's no doubt about it. It's a little tall. Yeah. But I'm saying 50 and 30, and while I still think it's a little tall, it's going to land somewhere between 70 and 80 because you run on average 60 plays on offense. It's going to land somewhere around there.
Right, but he is not playing an inordinate amount of plays on defense. You're not having him out there to where he's going to have to make a tackle on the perimeter on a 230-pound back. No way. Or to where he's going to have to absorb a guard pulling
Okay.
He's 185 pounds, man.
Okay, but I got news for you. That's what they do.
No, I know that. Right, when that's his job. When it's his job as a full-time corner, that's his job.
You can't hide him from that is my point.
You can put him in situations where it's 3rd and long and he's covering. Yeah, you can.
Maybe that, but for him to be what he projects himself to be, he is going to be put in harm's way.
I understand what he projects himself to be. I'm with Leon, and I think this is pretty much my guess would be this is how that front office is thinking. Mm-hmm. He's a receiver. Right. We're going to put him on defense when we need him in impact situations. 3rd down throws, red zone, end of the game drives, end of the half drives. That's when he's going to be there.
All right, you guys jump in, 641-1010, because the chatter is going to remain until we see what it looks like, until we get to Carolina at a minimum. Right. But you guys jump in, 641-1010, hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. We'd love to see you on the YouTube chat. You can go to YouTube, search XL Primetime, and jump in there.
Also, for all we know, Joe, they could struggle at corner.
Yeah.
And Parker Washington could really emerge at receiver, and they just say, you know what, let's just play him at corner.
Well, that's the point I was going to make. And look at Leon. Like, we need to remind ourselves, his first craft was defensive back. Mm-hmm. His most accomplished craft is defensive back.
But his best craft is receiver.
Yeah. So let's not forget that. Let's not say he's going to play majority wide receiver. He still may.
His ceiling is receiver. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Well. Yes, and you know what else his ceiling is at receiver? His earnings ceiling is at receiver.
Yes, absolutely.
So I love the fact that that's what he wants, but let's not forget let's pair this up. He's better at cornerback, at least that's what he was in college, and then he picked up the receiver game, and we all know that he wants to do both. But and let's also consider where the Jaguars are if he's not on the field on either one side. Where are they worse off if he's not on the field?
Where are they worse off?
Yeah. Are they worse off if he's not on the field on defense? Because that secondary, we don't know how good that secondary is going to be, man.
No. Probably worse off in both sections.
Yes.
It's got to be defense, right?
Unless Parker Washington. Unless Parker Washington, because he's had a good camp.
Yeah,
Parker Washington has.
I call it a little up down with Parker because he's had some chances where he needed to make some plays and he hasn't held on to the football. But still, all in all,
Is Parker Washington not number 3?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I thought Cephas was number 1.
Yeah. Right.
After everything I've heard.
Cephas is 100%.
Not Joe. I mean, like everybody.
And listen, the body type of what he looks like right now, and I'm being serious, JJ, because I think he could be the rise guy. I don't know where that lands him on the depth chart, but
He's got a lot of chatter about him.
Yeah,
man.
I do believe that he and Parker could be battling for that 3rd spot. I really believe, or excuse me, 4th spot.
Yeah.
Because it's BTJ, De'Ami Brown, Travis Hunter. You could put De'Ami behind or in front of Travis Hunter, however you want to do
Travis Hunter's wide receiver number 2, he's certainly not playing that many plays on defense.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're the second wide receiver, you're out there almost every play.
Yeah, there's no doubt he is.
And so that's what they have to figure out. Rotationally, you might have more rotation opportunities with that receiving core than you do with your secondary.
You don't trade the farm for a corner. He's a receiver.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, he's better at one position than he is at the other right now.
I don't know that he is, actually. Yeah. I don't know that he is better at corner than he is a receiver right now. I'm not sure.
It's only because we haven't seen a whole hell of a lot of him on that side.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. But also, I think the transition to receiver, and Leon can jump in here because he's former NFL All-Pro player, is easier than the transition to corner. Corner's a little more difficult for young dudes.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I mean, because I saw him in Colorado. He looked, in my opinion, he looked more fluent at DB than he did at wide receiver.
Yeah.
Now, he grew into the wide receiver because of the polishness of his routes and the breaks and all that kind of stuff. So I would think the transition would probably be easier at wide receiver than corner because you got coverages, you got quarters, you got all these different things that you got to know where the B zone man and all that kind of stuff. So it becomes a little difficult.
Well, and the one thing that is a little more beneficial for him are the NFL rules as a receiver versus a cornerback. That will help him because he's not necessarily going to be in the line of fire or get blown up as much at that wide receiver position as what we're talking about having to support the run from the cornerback position, come up there and meet guys head on. like that.
And a lot of wide receivers in the league, they're judged by the route tree. What can they run, this, and that, whatever. With Travis, I mean, not to complicate things, I would just shoot. I just have him run option routes. Just run the option routes. That's what I would do.
Now, I will say this. In preseason games, especially when you get to like the second where you're going to see the first offense go for a couple series, in like the second preseason game, I play him a corner, starting corner, against the other team's one. Let's see what he's got. Get him in there. Let's see what he's got.
No, I think that they're going to try as many things as possible to find out where he's best suited, what he can take, what he can withstand, endurance-wise, where is he at, all that type of stuff. Off the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. How important is sideline coaching during a game? If Travis Hunter is on offense and the other wide receivers are getting coached up while the defense is on the field, what will he miss out on? In your
That's
opinion?
a great question. Absolutely great question. I want to see how the Jaguars handle it. It's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be very, especially when you get in the heat of the battle in games like that.
Yeah.
It's important that you had those sit downs with your assistant coaches.
So, can you imagine yourself if you didn't have that time? Like, first, you're cooling off. That's number one, and trying to replenish yourself energy wise, and you're getting the coach in front of you, drawing stuff up, telling you what to do. And if you were playing defensive line at that time, how much would you miss out on?
You miss a lot.
Okay.
And then the assistant coach, he can't come back and forth with you because he's got other players to attend to.
Right.
So he's going. Travis is going to have to go back and forth, and it's going to be very important that he's going to have to decipher that information real fast on the fly. Because it may be a situation where a guy's talking to him all of a sudden, and then there's a sudden change. Hey, Travis. So he got to run out there on the field, and he could be there talking to the wide receivers coach, and then the defense on the field. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be very interesting to see what kind of information he's able to process.
I also think you have to understand when he was in college, it's a lot easier to play offense than go play defense right after that. When he's in a conference that it's not even a conference, it's college football. Like, you can get away with that because you don't have a passing game that can expose you. In the NFL,
oh my gosh!
In the NFL, if he runs a couple 9 routes on offense, they punt, he gets back on the field.
Yeah.
They're going right at him, man. Right at him.
Yeah, and we're talking about the best of the best. Okay?
Yes, that's my point.
Yeah, there were marginal things that you would see in college that okay, I got this, okay? I can handle that guy's speed all day.
Right, or even the quarterback can't get the ball to him accurately.
Yeah.
Whereas in the NFL, guess what? It's going to him.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's fascinating, and I know that we're going to try and figure it out. It's a Rubik's Cube right now when it comes to Travis Hunter trying to figure it out. That's for sure.
I'm sure it is for them too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
100% it is.
Here's
they
the
don't know
other part
what he's got till they see it.
You don't want to muck it up. You don't want to make a bad decision and overload or whatever, and then have it just go bad early.
Yeah, you don't. Absolutely not.
And I don't know what.
And I agree with Matt. Those 9 routes, don't even 9 routes, bro. What if it's in a situation where it's 3rd and 1, and then they bring a sweep to his side with a guard and a tight end, and the wide receiver backs off? He's got to bust up that play.
Yes, he does. As one of our texters said, you can't hide him.
That was my point earlier.
Yeah. You can't hide him.
Saying you can't hide him. I'm not saying hide him. I'm just saying you've got to prevent him from being in that. If it's 3rd and 1. Pull him out and put someone else on the field.
I'm just telling you, that is the worst imaginable thing for a coaching staff, having to worry about a professional football player.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
But you also can't go out there blind, with blinders on thinking, okay, he's 185 pounds, he'll be fine out there.
Yeah.
You better run some linebackers to that play.
See what I'm saying?
All right, one of our prime timers, you guys jump in. Let us know what you think. 641-1010. We love hearing from you. One of them asking about, just imagine, do you think he has the potential to have multiple TD receptions and multiple pick sixes? Maybe not right out of the gate, but and just imagine if you want to go into that little Duval dreamscape, imagine if he does both in one game. It would just be, you want to talk about rip the roof off. Holy cow. All right, so we're going to talk about that. Let's get into some college ball coming up here in just a second. There are a bunch of, I would think, wild cards that are out there right now in the college football world that we'd like to throw a little college ball at you. We're getting fall practice updates here and there. DJ Lagway is a wild card right now because of his health. Carson Beck coming back from an injury is a wild card right now. So we'll get into some of that coming up. It is a golf club of Southampton Wednesday. We hope that you will make plans to come on out. The 9 after 5. Join me, Joe C., on the tee a little after 5 o'clock tonight. You got a 9-hole game. You got a skins game where you can win a little extra cheddar. Doesn't even matter how good you are. About 30% of that will come out and go to anybody with just a little wild draw. And you got food and prizes afterwards. So call 287-PLAY and get on the tee sheet tonight. Talking Jaguar ball, other NFL news, and some college football coming up.
XL Primetime, driven by big #1 Duval Ford, the #1 place to buy your next vehicle.
What's happening?
Tommy Mack joins Lauren Brooks and Taylor Dahl for the new and improved Helmets and Heels.
So let me get this straight.
New attitude, new time.
What exactly is it I'm not supposed to know about?
Catch the new look Helmets and Heels afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
Leon Cersei here for Mel Excel. Your grandfather was stronger at 50 than you are at 40. Why? Because his testosterone is 30% higher. That's not genetics. It's modern day wrecking your hormones, stress, chemicals. It's sitting down and destroying your teeth. Mel Excel fights back with a personalized testosterone and thyroid optimization. Over 100,000 men are winning today. Start with a free assessment at trymelexcel.com. You deserve it. Your family does too.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm dedicated to helping businesses manage risk, maximize opportunities, and move their company forward. Jimerson Burr attorneys are business-oriented lawyers, equally comfortable as community leaders, private transaction counselors, or courtroom advocates. If you have a legal issue of any kind affecting your business, contact the firm at 389-0050 or jimersonfirm.com.
Hey, Hicken here. I couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, I mean it. Visit their beautiful showroom today off Atlantic Boulevard. Find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. And whether you want a car, a truck, SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, no problem. MooreChevy.com is easy to navigate as any site you will try. It's never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Tired of high energy bills? Well, replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now. Don't miss Renewal by Anderson's summer sale. Buy 4 windows or doors and get the 5th one free. No money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months, but this offer expires July 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Let's get the work done.
Training camp is here.
Up, quick feet, quick feet, quick feet.
1010XL's training camp coverage is backed by Roland Reach Plumbing and Green Acres Sporting Goods.
Go, here we go. Let's go. It's live now. Let's go.
If you're playing fantasy football, you might want a little help. Get 1010XL's Fantasy Football Draft Guide with in-depth player bios and the top 32 rankings at every position. Get the guide at 1010XL.com and on all of the 1010XL social channels.
Got a clogged drain that just won't quit? It's time to bring in the pros. Duck Duck Rooter.
I called Duck Duck Rooter for a clogged kitchen drain. They showed up fast and had it cleared in no time. No mess, no stress.
We've seen it all. Grease clogs, hairballs, mystery goo from the deep. Whatever's blocking your pipes, we'll get it flowing again. Call 904-862-6769 now to schedule your drain cleaning service. That's 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the duck.
Life is just so busy this time of year. Between work, the kids' games, family vacations, I need a yard hero to free up my weekends.
You mean somebody who does mowing and trimming?
Yeah.
How about mosquito control?
Yeah.
What about irrigation and pet waste removal?
You do that too? You're my lawn hero.
Find your lawn hero at heroeslawncare.com. Heroes Lawn Care, because every lawn needs a hero.
Has any Major League Baseball player ever hit 2 grand slams in the same inning?
Filing an insurance claim following a storm shouldn't be an ordeal. Southern Oak Insurance's claim team prepares for catastrophic situations well in advance. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Fernando Tatis of the Cardinals hit 2 grand slams in the same inning in 1999. Both came off the same pitcher, Chan Ho Park of the Dodgers.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Hacker here with a cool story to share with you guys. Everybody knows I've lost a lot of weight thanks to the great folks of Awaken 180 Weight Loss. But how about this? I went into my closet a couple of days ago, pulled out a shirt from 2019, and was able to put it on for the first time in over 6 years. That's what happens when you lose over 100 pounds thanks to Awaken 180 Weight Loss. The guidance I get from Coach Kate, I've met with her every week, every step of the way. She was encouraging me. She was guiding me. She was giving me instructions. It made the plan so simple, and the weight absolutely fell off. Look, if it's time for you to lose weight, like it was for me, do yourself a favor. Do your family a favor and call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800, or go to awaken180weightloss.com. They can change your life. I know this because they've changed mine. Now it's your turn. Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
How many plays do you think you can play? You think you can play them all?
Yeah, I definitely think I can play them all. If I didn't think I could play them all, I wouldn't be trying to do it.
But what makes you able to do that? Nobody's ever done that. What makes you capable of doing that?
Just my mental. You got to have the right mindset going into it. You got to have the right knowledge. You got to understand what you're doing when you're going out there. You got to understand how to take care of your body, too.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
I love it. He said it with his chest, bro. He didn't flinch.
Yeah, that was throaty.
He said the right mindset.
Yeah.
You got to take care of your body. Yeah. I'm rooting for the kid. I want to see him do it.
Yeah, I love it.
I do. I want to see him do it. I'm about all in.
What's your betting number right now?
My betting number, the over 62.5.
Okay.
For week one.
Week one against Carolina. I'm taking over.
Yeah. I would take
That's plays.
Plays, yes.
I'm going to try and get Hard Rock to pick up on that, actually.
I'm surprised they have it.
Oh, they will.
Yeah,
I guarantee that'll be a betting prop.
Do I get any? I don't get no credit for that. I just pulled it out.
See, here's another thing, too. By saying that, you're assuming that the Jaguars' offense is going to get 60 plays, right?
Yeah. Yes, you are assuming.
Yeah. How many times did the Jaguars' offense have 60 plays last year?
Yeah. I don't know. We can look it up. We can look it up. But here's
look at the look on your face. You might be right there.
All right. Here's a beautiful text on that subject. 641-1010. It is XL Primetime. You got Big Search. You got Matty Hayes. Check out his stuff at USA Today. Joe C. along with JJ. And we love that you guys are hanging out with us. You can do it on YouTube. You can do it on the text line. But jump in the chat and let us know what you're thinking, especially with the Travis Hunter topic, because it is fun to just kind of throw ideas out. So here's the texter. Travis will get about 30% more defensive plays simply because the defense will be on the field more. Jags just don't extend drives on offense. As such, his pitch count will be 60 to 70 against live bullets in the NFL, most of which will be on defense. I don't mind this guy's logic at all.
No, but
honestly, defense, we saw far too many plays on defense than we saw on offense.
Bro, that was the funk from last year. Don't bring that funk this year.
So I have the numbers.
All right, good.
The Jags in plays per game last year ranked dead last with 58.4.
That is just awful.
Tied exactly with Carolina.
That is awful.
One full play less than the New York Jets.
Okay, how much did we suck? You were.
Now
less
I'm going to
than
remind you this real quick, that we all agreed yesterday that essentially it's the same offensive line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
3/5. It's a majority.
Right, but I mean, even with the guys they added, we're all like, all right, they're no different.
It is a majority. You are correct there.
And they lost a flex tight end that was basically Trevor Lawrence's third down receiver.
But at least for last year, we didn't see a whole hell of a lot of them. But yes.
Well, he got hurt. Played 9 games. Still 9. I mean,
half.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with you that I think coaching is very underrated in the NFL. It's very underrated in the NFL. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's also about, and more so than coaching, execution on the field.
Yeah.
And they struggled to execute on the field.
It's the discounting of what coaching can do and its effect on a team. You're short-sighted because it can have a massive effect. And it's the classic line, I'll take your guys and I'll coach against you with your guys, my guys. It doesn't matter because I'm a better coach. And I just hope like heck that's what we're going to see. I don't know if we will, but that's what I hope.
The old sentiment is true. It's not about X's and O's, it's about Jimmys and Joes. All right? And we don't have a lot of Jimmys and Joes on this team.
Nope.
We got the same Jimmys. We got a lot of same the Jimmys and Joes from last year.
Fair.
Right?
It's so funny. I'm counting on more of the X's and O's, a little bit more right now, but we'll see.
So I'm hoping this coaching staff can get this team to play inspired football. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't know. I see a little bit of it in practice. Now, that's Jaguar on Jaguar, so that's a little concerning because we do get excited. We do get excited this time of the year when we see our defense get after. Remember last year we were talking about they were handsy. They were stripping the ball and we got all excited and all that kind of
dominating.
They were dominating.
Remember that? It was going to be a new turnover factory. They had 9 last year.
Yes.
9 in 17 games.
Single digits, one of only 2 teams that accomplished that.
Is,
maybe only one.
The hope is that this coaching staff, this young, energetic coaching staff can have some influence on these guys that have played underwhelming for the last couple of years. That's the only hope we have.
Yeah.
And Matt said, what's hope, Matt?
Hope is not a plan.
It's not a plan.
Yeah. Hey, look, I totally get it, but I listen. I'm all about the change in the building that's going to bring about maybe more star power in those Jimmys and Joes because of the instruction, like returning Josh Hines-Allen to where he is, a feared player, Trayvon coming into his full potential, all that stuff. Hell, even Devin Lloyd in a contract year saying, I got to fight like heck to prove that I'm good. I won't mention Eric Armstead yet. I'm just going to put that on hold right now.
Still excited.
Well, he's not on the field, so you really can't mention
I'm putting it on hold right now. But the other guy.
I think everyone in the city is where you are right now, Joe.
Yeah.
Everyone is.
Yeah.
But I also think a majority of the people in the city are also, I'm going to believe it when I see it.
Sure. And there's nothing wrong with that. One guy texted in Travis Hunter's natural first position this is all caps, not corner. He was a receiver first. His trainer has trained him since 8th grade. This guy is a Hunter aficionado.
Oh, there's many.
Yeah, he might be Wikipedia.
He's got a lot of stands.
Yeah, but he said he's more a natural receiver and always played receiver first. He looks good at corner because he's a really good receiver. The recruiting services listed him as a corner, but he was a receiver and corner in high school. Yeah, he played both ways. And I want to dream about it, and then I want to see it. And that's what I hope we get.
By the way, how much better would that Florida State team a couple years ago have been with him on?
Travis Hunter had been there for the last 3 years.
Man. Holy cow.
Mike Norvell wouldn't be facing as much heat as he is right now.
Well, last year, would he have played quarterback?
He might have. Yes, he might have.
He would have won more than 2 games, I can tell you that.
Played 3 positions. I want you to snap it. I want you to throw it up in the air and then run underneath it and just take off, which is something. All right. So we got this one other topic that we want you guys to think about, and then we're going to kind of move into a little college football here and just set up this other topic. So I want you guys to start thinking about this. Based on the Travis Hunter chatter, will losing streak or win streak, which will this team have the longest of in the season? Does that make sense?
Yeah. There's betting odds.
Yeah. Will they have a longer, and we'll set it up. Will they have a longer losing streak or a longer winning streak? We'll give you the betting odds coming up here in just a second. So start thinking about that. All right. So now let's get to a little college football. Matt, we talk about the Travis Hunter topic. It's fun because you're sitting there trying to think of all the possibilities. Now go to college football, and we mentioned 2 guys that are coming out of injury, either serious injury in the case of Carson Beck or a number of injuries in the case of DJ Lagway. Which fan base is more on edge, more nervous? You'd have to say the Florida Gators because another piece of injury news has just popped up. But where do you think where is their football brain at right now?
They're both in significant trouble if either one of those guys goes down.
Sure.
If either one of those guys goes down and loses and misses significant time. I think they both have high expectations. I mean, there's high expectations about Miami getting to the playoff, about winning the ACC for the first time. Florida is a sleeper playoff pick. I think what happened last year, how Florida finished the season, and how DJ Lagway showed glimpses of where you're like, whoa, that dude has it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not just fans. Players saw that. Coaches saw that. The rest of the league saw that. Everybody knows what he can be. But can he be healthy? And that's the key. Availability is the number one thing. And his shoulder is certainly an issue. I heard the core injury was worse. That was the worst of the two. So you're talking about hamstring, core, shoulder, and now walking boot, and allegedly it's calf. And if we've seen anything about calves in sports of late,
it's frightening.
Calf leads to Achilles, which leads to 12 months off.
It leads to hellish thoughts.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, I think it's difficult because there's both of these programs. What they have behind their starters is a lot of problems.
Joe, don't let them talk that into your ether, bro. Don't absorb it, bro.
Yeah,
don't do it.
But also the flip side of that is if those two guys stay healthy, I think both of them can get to the playoff. Yeah.
They can both be very dynamic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think on Carson Beck's behalf, as far as the Hurricanes go, I mean, I think he's under a tremendous amount of pressure based upon what happened last year. Last year with Cam Ward. Cam Ward was phenomenal last year. Absolutely phenomenal. And I tell Hurricane fans this all the time. We wasted him. We absolutely wasted him. All right? He had such a phenomenal year. There's no way with his quarterback play we shouldn't have been in the playoffs, or at least in the ACC championship games. But he's still what he did in Miami, he's a legend there now. Even though he didn't win the championship, he's still a legend in there. So Carson Beck, he's got to follow that.
Oh, yeah.
He's absolutely got to follow that. And that's what Hurricane fans are. They're asking Carson, are you ready to fill those shoes?
He's got to follow it with a $4 million contract.
Yeah, I know the money is important, but listen.
No, but what I'm saying is there's some expectations.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, he's got to leave a legacy there because Cam Ward, although he didn't win a championship, and they love Cam Ward in Miami.
And you know what I think Carson Beck is hoping and thinking and maybe seeing right now as they're getting to work down there is that, they want me to follow Ward with the same type of performance, but if that defense does anything like they're supposed to do,
bro.
Yeah, like they're supposed to do, then maybe I don't quite get the same numbers, but that defense doesn't give up as many numbers.
Yeah.
And so the combination could add up to success. All right, we're going to get to these betting odds. Will it be a longer losing streak or a longer winning streak for your Jags? You guys hit the text line and let us know. One dude says, love your show. Listen every day. My view is we are not sending out the same 22. This was the discussion we had yesterday about how many starters are coming back. And so he says, we're not sending out the same 22. Hunter and Brown, new wide receivers, new center. Last year, ours was awful. McCary new, Milam new, Strange new tight end. I do like the idea of Strange new. All right, new defenders include Jones, Lewis, and Hunter.
No, same Strange.
Okay. Also, and this is a texter, I think Tootin or Bigsby will be RB1, thus double-digit new. Sincerely, the eternal optimist, Coach Costner. I don't know whether
Joe, get off the text line.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. I don't know whether it's the same Coach Costner that was on draft day.
He's got a burner phone.
That is draft day. That's Joe with his burner phone. We're going to be great.
I love it. Listen, I want optimism, okay? July Joe will turn into the Augie Optimist coming up here in just a second. It's just a matter of days. It is XL Primetime.
XL Primetime from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. Your golfing buddy.
I can't believe you're a professional golfer. I think you should be working at the snack bar.
Your drinking buddy.
Drinks are on me.
That's a good buddy.
Well, everyone knows that.
Joe C. Afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
Jags fans, a new Everbank Performance account could be your ticket to London this October. The Everbank London Getaway Experience. One lucky winner and a guest get round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations, and tickets to see the Jags play in London. Everbank.com/London for official rules. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the United States and D.C. 18 and older. Everbank London Getaway Sweeps entry period 7/28/25 to 9/5/25. Enter and get official rules and details at everbank.com/London.
This is Jennifer Marion at Randy Marion Cadillac. Are you ready to drive away today in luxury? Then you should check out Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville.
Discover our luxurious lineup with over 100 Cadillacs to choose from, including the stunning Cadillac IQ, Lyric, Optique, and Visti.
And here's something important. The $7,500 tax credit on EV vehicles will be gone in just 90 days.
That's right. Don't miss your chance to save while driving in style.
Visit us at Randy Marion Cadillac.
Plus tax tag Title 999 admin fee and resist all on approved credit.
yard starting to look a little like a jungle? Well, it might be time for a little TLC. Or how about RTC, Russell Tree Care? At Russell Tree Care, they give your trees the perfect haircut. Whether it's trimming or removing, they'll make sure your yard looks its best, all while keeping safety as a top priority. Call Russell Tree Care today and let them take care of your trees. Russell Tree Care, 844-4Mr. Wood. That's 844-467-9663. Or visit RussellTreeCareLLC.com today. Your trees will thank you.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental with light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, 2 locations in Jacksonville.
When the heat is on and we need a show we really care, do it with a floral arrangement from Kuhn Flowers. This is Dylan Denmark. Let's make their day better than yesterday. Online at kuhnflowers.com since 1947.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On July 28, 1993, Ken Griffey Jr. became the 3rd player to home run in 8 consecutive games. The first 2, Dale Long and Don Mattingly.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Want to grow your hair back?
IHRS, right here in Jacksonville, is the only hair transplant clinic in the country that offers multi-unit hair grafting, FUE NeoGraft hair transplants, and the 45-minute effective PRP treatments.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
Thank you, IHRS.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Schedule a free evaluation and find out how to grow your hair back and keep the hair you have. Call 904-777-IHRS. Take the first step to restoring your hair today. Visit hairforme.com.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS has been restoring hair for men and women for over 30 years.
Call now for a free in-person or virtual evaluation. 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or visit hair4me.com.
Yo, this is Tony from Tony D's. Are you looking for a great slice of pizza? Well, we have about 12 varieties. Most places won't have slices of pizza after lunch. At Tony D's, you can get a slice all day. It's always fresh at Tony D's Pizza. Bay Meadows and 295.
As a Florida homeowner, you're no stranger to mosquito problems. And although it's tempting to use DIY methods to get rid of them, mosquitoes are relentless. That's why it's important to enlist the help of the mosquito experts at Florida Pest Control. At Florida Pest Control, we offer specialized treatment solutions that are effective against mosquito infestations and are committed to keeping our customers protected year-round. For your free quote, give us a call or visit flapest.com today. Florida Pest Control, your local mosquito control experts.
If life blindsided you tomorrow, would your family struggle? I'm Cody with Harborstone Financial, and I can help. One call could protect your family for life. 904-885-9566. Harborstone Financial.
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll-and lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Find the middle of the fairway with your drives. Get the golf tips and talk to keep you straight.
That's a great tee shot.
On the Edwin Watts Golf Hour. The Edwin Watts Golf Hour. Saturday morning at 10 on 1010XL. 1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. This is XL Primetime. Brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Having a good time. Beautiful, warm Wednesday. That heat index, it's real, people. So make sure you put a little SPF on. You hydrate. I have that formula that I think works for me at the 9 after 5. Beer, water, beer. But you're working right now. So just go water, okay? Hydrate. And make sure that you're ready to go. Because these temps, man, are sky high.
You may want to go water, beer, water.
Yeah.
Like your beer, water, beer is what you do typically no matter what the temperature is.
Yeah.
That's your go-to.
Yeah.
Now, in this situation, you may want to go water, beer, water.
It's probably not a bad idea. It really isn't. Like
or beer, water, water.
When I get to the Golf Club of Southampton, I will put one of those liquid IVs in the styrofoam cup.
Right.
And suck that down. So that's my first. Okay, that's a good water, and get that the electrolytes and all that stuff working. But my whole life is basically operating under coffee, water, beer. Okay. So I need to. I'll make sure that I hydrate.
Leon was saying today he's got to cut back on the coffee.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Wait a second. Really?
Yeah, because when I drink the coffee in the morning, after I get out the shower, when I hit the heat, man, first I just start sweating because all I have is coffee.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that'll get you.
Yeah, the coffee had me sweating, man.
Maybe you'll to get an iced coffee.
Ah, interesting.
That's what I do.
Yeah, you know
it's
what
basically
happens?
like a chocolate milkshake.
Exactly. I was just going to say, you know what happens with iced coffee? A lot of good sugary stuff.
A lot of sugar.
It's very unhealthy, but I love it.
Okay.
Shout out Wawa.
It's so hard. Like I never thought I could just drink straight black coffee, and I conquered it in like 6 days. Never thought I'd be able to do it because I went to that intermittent fasting. And
yeah, I do the same thing.
Straight black is like
straight black
change
coffee.
out, man.
Yeah, and it doesn't start the process. So that's why I go 16 hours without, and then jump in.
That's what Luca does.
Yeah,
Luca was on the cover of Men's Health.
Yeah.
Luca looks great.
And one of the things he's doing is 16-hour fasts.
Yeah, intermittent fasting. And by the way, I don't think I could sit in a bleacher and hit that shot that he hit. What a thing!
I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, it was. Just pull him up right now. You might see it, Luca, at one of the.
Like in Europe?
No, I want to say it was in New York, outdoors.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, outdoors.
Yeah, he's sitting down courtside at like Rucker Park, maybe.
Yeah.
It's just some outdoor thing,
So cool.
and just totally drills a three from
so
a sitting position.
Just a little chest heave, sitting down. But he does look good right now, and so we'll find out what happens with Luka and the dad bod and the Lakers, which were, believe it or not that far from cranking the season back up. All right. Let's talk about these numbers. All right, you guys jump in, 641-1010, Golf Club of Southampton Wednesday. Don't forget you can call the pro shop at the Golf Club of Southampton. Come on out. Like I said, hydrate. We'll have fun, 9 after 5, prizes and food afterwards, skins game, all of it. Just call 287-PLAY and come on out. So the numbers, Maddie, we're looking at, will there be a longer losing streak for the Jags or a longer winning streak for the Jags? You can do this with any team, but it is fun looking at the odds. And right now, we know this team endured some serious L streaks last year.
Yeah, it's not the way to look at it. It's not like are you betting on which one they'll have more. It's just
they give you a specific number.
These are your specific numbers for their win streaks and for their lose streaks. So that's what you bet on.
Yeah.
The win streak is 2.5.
Yeah.
You can bet. You can say they're going to have more. They're going to win more than 2.5 games, which means 3. Right? Or you can say
yes.
they're going to be below 2.5, which means they're going to win only 2.
The only time I don't
lose
have
streak is 3.5, which means it'll be 4 losses in a row, or less than that would be anything under that.
So 3.5 is the
3.5 is the lose.
Yeah.
2.5 is the win.
Is the win, because I don't have them.
I got to take the over on the loss.
Well, I don't have them not losing until the bye week.
Which is funny because we were in the pre-show meeting and I said they could lose 5 right out of the gate. And Leon, the look on Leon's face was, oh my God, he might be right.
No, I would be shocked if they lose game 1.
It was disbelief is what it was. Like,
I had to leave the room, man.
Yeah, because he comes up with some of the most negative stuff. What if they lose?
I don't want that spunk on me.
Now, here's the stretch where it might be possible.
Yes.
Looking at their schedule, this is when it might be possible for them to lose that many games in a row. So I have them marked down easy win week 1.
Remember, it's only 4 losses.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So then they go week 2, Cincinnati, Houston, at San Francisco, the Chiefs.
There's your
4 in a row. I mean, that's really, really tough right out of the gate. And then Seattle at home after that.
Yeah, Seattle's at home.
A gimme.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
None of them. It's the NFL.
I don't think Carolina's a gimme, actually.
I think it is.
Well,
all right.
Yeah, they're looking at it the same way this team's looking at it.
Yes, 100% they are, yes.
Dave Canales did a little bit of a course correction with Bryce Young towards the end of last year. He built his confidence up a little bit.
Apparently, he looks really good in camp right now, too.
You start taking a look at their receiving core, and it's pretty good. And so they're going to have to make sure that this secondary, whoever's out there, is going to get it done.
Jags minus 2.5, by the way.
Yeah, nearly a field goal,
which is
Gary.
Not a lot.
At home, minus 2.5.
Not a lot.
I'll put it to you this way. I'm not going to say the full word guaranteed. Kind of like
we know what happened the last time you did.
I know that. Kind of like Leon said a word earlier, but didn't say the whole word. Okay, so I'm going to Garrow. I'm just going to.
It was close enough for me to dump it.
Very close.
Yeah,
that was more than Garrow.
So
that was guaranteed.
I'm just going to go with Garrow, and then I'm not going to finish it. But I'm looking at it, man. Yes, it could go bad in a hurry. Bengals, Texans, Niners. We don't know who the Niners are right now.
Okay, give me your.
Wait 1 second. Did you just say we don't know who the Niners are?
Yeah,
did those words just come out of your mouth? Seriously.
They had a ton of injuries last year.
All
right, go ahead.
They did. They did. Matt, I need some optimism from you, Matt Hayes.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me first six games, all right?
Yeah.
First 7 games before the bye.
Yeah.
Give me your best case, worst case scenario.
All right.
Best case scenario.
All right.
Best case scenario, I would say, is 7 games. I would go 4-3. Worst case.
Where are you getting the 4 wins from?
Bro, okay. See, you give some of these teams too much credit.
All right, just tell me where you're getting the 4 wins.
Carolina, Seattle,
Houston,
Texans.
Yeah.
I got Texans.
We may not see Matty Stafford in London. Okay.
Those are my 3. I think the best case is 3 and 4. And with those 3 wins, what Leon just
Best
said.
case 3 and 4.
Yeah.
What's the worst case you got? 0-7. He's staring.
I mean, I think that's worst case for a lot of teams in the league, though.
Oh yeah,
of course, yeah.
But like just as an example,
No, a lot of teams are not cannot go.
Not a lot. I would say
in the
probably 4 or
NFL.
5. Jags, Giants, Jets, Titans.
Yeah. Well, listen. If we get the Chiefs at home at Monday night, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying book it.
Jeez.
That's almost as bad as Joe saying we don't know what the 49ers are.
Book it, baby.
we really don't because of the exodus of talent, the lack of security.
Joe,
with
yes,
their
we
health.
do know what the 49ers are.
All right, here's
on the road too.
Here's our basic way. It's true. On the road is very tough.
Yeah, it is.
But the health of the guys that they have been counting on, Christian McCaffrey, not available last year. Brandon Ayuk, not 100% healthy. Still really don't know what the heck's going on with him. George Kittle up, down as far as his health goes. When he's there, he's a monster. There's no doubt about that. You got the Warners of the world
They got
manning
the
the other
Gator
side of the
receiver
ball.
now too.
Yeah. Well, look, and Brock Purdy. We expect a lot of good from him. I'm just trying to
How
paint.
dare you say that with the quarterback guru?
Yeah, well,
10.5 wins is their total.
Is that their
by the
over-under,
way.
10.5? Yeah.
I mean, apparently Vegas knows about
They do know about him a little bit.
They do a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, hey, listen.
They're favored to win the division.
Here's our 4-game win streak right here.
Against Seattle, LA.
And the Rams, Cardinals.
4-game win streak. Yeah, 4-game win streak right
It's
here.
starting to hit Joe right now. If you've
No, I'm just saying we don't know. We
But they
saw
didn't
him
suck last year.
We saw him fall off a cliff last year. My gosh, man. Give it to me.
4-game win streak right here.
Yeah. All right, here it is.
Cardinals, Titans, Colts, Jets.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can
like
see that too. Yeah.
I like that. Coming down the stretch.
None of that. If you get that and you win 3 in the first 7,
Yeah.
you're at 7. That's probably
Yeah,
where they're
yeah,
at.
so you'll be
Dude,
what,
if they're
7
3 and 4 after that first 7, that's a win.
They got
Yeah,
if they're 3
honestly.
and 4 after the first 7. They could probably get to 8.
Yeah, huge win.
It'd be tough, but they could probably get to 8.
Especially if one of those wins is the Texans.
Yeah, if they can beat the Texans here, that is such a pivotal and big game for them, especially if they do catch a new offense and maybe a C.J. Stroud that didn't have the same exact sophomore season as he had as his rookie year. And so if they can catch them at home with a good environment and pick them off, that will be a massive win.
Bro, if they can get if they can get to 7-7 somehow,
Yeah.
after they play the Jets, and now they're not going to beat the Broncos. Okay, let me go and put that straight. So they got the Colts and they got the Titans to get in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what it might boil down to. And let's be real. When we look at this division, it is a usual 9-win takes the division AFC South. That is kind of what we're looking at. And so you gotta hope like heck that you're around 500 at the beginning, and then you stay healthy, and then you can close down the stretch. All right, you guys let us know. 641-1010. Hit the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. This is, of course, with Travis Hunter playing 115 plays a game, okay? Let's not forget that. It's all wired into my model.
It's also that your quarterback is not going to do what he's done the last 4 years with 69 turnovers, too.
Yeah, of course.
There's a lot of ifs. What do you call them? The
Jacksonville ifs, yeah.
Right.
And I almost had the T-shirts printed, but I haven't yet.
So by week 14, Trevor had been throwing 30 touchdowns by week 14. He's got 3 games left to get 30 now.
Leon is going to have the betting window open, okay? He's going to have the betting window open because he has him going for big yards.
Hey, I just feel for you, bro,
scores.
because it's like in November rolls around, you're going to be like...
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bob.
Exactly.
Don't you do it.
Exactly. All right. So we'll weave back and forth between that and a couple of other things in the college football world. We got some text that we want to get to as far as the Gators and the Canes are concerned, and the rest of them are out there as well that we definitely want to give you a little college football so you guys can get into it a little bit. That's for sure. You know, one subject that we haven't necessarily brought up is in the college world is that we had some great rivalries and also maybe, how would you describe it? A villain on one side and a superhero on the other side.
Right.
And do we have those types of storylines in the college football world anymore? The Bowden v. Spurrier, whatever side you were on, one was the villain, the other one, like St. Bobby versus Orr. We don't have as many of those. Kirby versus his mentor and Nick was great. It was great. Les Miles with that chewing of the grass against Nick was great. And we have, of course, Ohio State when Jim Harbaugh was trying to figure out how to beat them. It was great. We don't necessarily have all those big names like we used to.
You could get one. Like you could have had one last year, actually, because had Lagway stayed in that game and Florida beat Georgia,
yeah, it would. The stakes
Napier would have. That would have been Napier's moment to kind of say, "Look, I told you so."
Yeah.
And it could have been a moment right there where you're like, all right, this could get interesting, this little rivalry.
We're going to be hearing about that game for the rest of our life.
Until
I was joking. The fake win that they almost could have maybe gotten.
If he hadn't got hurt. Okay.
That sounds like the UCF national
That's Matt's line, not mine.
Yeah, it sounds way worse because at least UCF won those games.
Yeah. I was 1 under after 1. If I hadn't shot 90,
they were up 10-3.
I was on pace to shoot 18.
They're up 10-3, and I mean honestly, they're in the fourth quarter. They could have won that game with a walk-on playing quarterback.
It's kind of like my argument. SMU was in the game against Penn State, and
yeah, but that's not even.
If they had converted that fourth down,
I'm with Joe on that one.
I felt like
actually,
I had a 12-point line.
I mean, at least Aiden Warner wasn't throwing interceptions like inside his own 20.
Yeah,
although he did one time.
Yeah,
but
that will have its.
Was that an interception or a fumble? What was that?
I don't remember.
I think it was a pick.
Yeah, but that'll take its toll. I think it was a pick.
Yeah.
You know, it really didn't start bothering me like that line of that Matt's been saying for a year about that game until you guys went to
October.
Well, 9 months until you guys went to an SEC Media Day, and when you were interviewing the players from Florida and the Florida coach, and you said that, and there was literally no pushback from him, and they were nodding in agreement, like, "Oh yeah, we would have won that game." That's when it sickened me, and I was like, "Wow, they really believe that." Like, that's none of them were like humble enough to be like, "Oh no, yeah, we lost that game, no excuses," nothing like that. It was
well, because they could have won the game with a walk-on quarterback, JJ. That's
why didn't they?
Yeah,
they nearly did. That's kind of the point.
Yeah, in the game is how they viewed it, and then if the injury hadn't occurred, they would have closed.
Yeah, and look
they literally had a walk-on quarterback in the game when they were running the ball in Georgia. They had a scoring drive where they just ran the ball.
That was mighty Yale.
You know what that is? You know what that is? That's like getting 2 out of the 3 in the Powerball and say, "Man, I could have won millions."
Yeah, I was so close.
I was close.
Remember when we almost had a mansion?
Yeah.
What are you guys gonna do when they go down there in Miami?
This has nothing to do with us.
Nothing to do with us.
What are you gonna do?
Keep us out your confusion.
He just goes all over the place. All right, let's get into the 1 o'clock hour. XL Primetime, Golf Club of Southampton, Wednesday. Call 287-PLAY. You can keep this argument going on the golf course. Nothing better than tossing one back and just talking trash on the golf course at the Golf Club of Southampton.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford.
She's not very good with numbers.
We've got your winning numbers right here.
Let's count to 10, all right?
10 XL.
Aren't you forgetting something?
92.5 FM.
We are number one.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey, and I only like to recommend the best, which is why I'm proud to say that I chose Pella Windows and Doors for my own home. And now's a great time to upgrade your home with 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 years of interest-free payments on the best windows and doors in the business. Don't wait. Schedule a free consultation at PellaJacks.com or visit their showroom on Phillips Highway just north of Bay Meadows. For quality you can trust and savings you can't miss, that's Pella Windows and Doors.
Denny Thompson here. Look, don't get left in the dark. We're all trying to reason with hurricane season, so at least be prepared. For top-of-the-line generators in Jacksonville, I turn to Tyson. Licensed pros at Tyson deliver reliable, whole-home standby generators and provide fast repair service. They even do custom installations for local businesses, so don't wait. Ensure seamless installation and peace of mind. Call Tyson now, 904-762-1000 for a free estimate on generator services. TysonInc.com.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Football season is here, so I've got to get organized. Lauren Brooks here. Closets by Design creates custom storage for every space, lifestyle, and budget. From closets to garages to laundry rooms or entertainment centers, wherever that clutter has taken over. Call today to schedule a free in-home consultation and receive 40% off plus an additional 15% off with free installation. Yes, that's 40% off plus an additional 15% off this month only. Call 904-878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. You hear about guarantees and warranties. What is Underwood's policy?
Frank, to talk about guarantees and warranties, you have to look at our history of over 70 years in business. Underwood's entire reason for existence is and has been to offer fine products that'll be used with such satisfaction that both the giver and the receiver will want to come back. And hopefully they'll tell their friends about us. To do this means we've got to try our hardest to satisfy every customer. All of our people understand that. Now, I'm sure over the years we've made a few mistakes, but we've never failed to make good on any Underwood product that was returned with a legitimate customer complaint. Our entire reputation would mean nothing if we didn't conduct ourselves that way. Simply put, conducting our business with integrity is a lot more important to Underwoods and our customers than all the guarantees, warranties, and contrived legal obligations in the world. And you've got Underwood's word, my word, and all of our people's word on that.
Underwoods in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
I'm Stacy, and I want to tell you about my fogged up window fiasco at my house. I called up Mac at Baker Glass. He told me all I needed was a glass replacement. The process was so easy. All within a few days, they came out, measured, called me with an estimate, cut my glass, and came out to install the new ones. Now my view outside is fog-free thanks to Mac and his crew at Baker Glass. And my neighbors think I got some fancy new windows.
I'm Mac with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Frank Frangie here for Stanley Pools. If you're dreaming of putting in a pool this year, choosing the right company is the most important decision you'll make. I've trusted Stanley Pools to build my pool, renovate my pool, and maintain my pool. Stanley Pools has been the best in the business since 1988, and they're still family owned. Call them today at 904-269-7277 or find them online at stanleypoolsfl.com. That's Stanley Pools, a family tradition of fine swimming pools.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and Triumph has been a legend on-road. They've branched out to their off-road division as well. Give us the latest on what you can find on the asphalt.
They've got some great new products. They've got the Scrambler 400s you can get into for a little less than you might think. It's a great price point bike, but still a Triumph.
So affordability is also part of the equation.
It is, and it looks good, and it rides good.
CyclesofJacksonville.com, or check them out on their Facebook page. The showroom ready and waiting for you on Atlantic near Regency at Cycles of Jacksonville.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by TopDressing.com. The Jacksonville Jaguars have had to make a change to the entry of the stadium scrimmage gates due to the shift in construction. Now for the August 1st scrimmage, the gates for entry will be gates 1 and 4. The West Club is no longer open for public entry. The scrimmage is on Friday at Everbank Stadium. We'll broadcast the scrimmage live on 92.5 FM. Simply go to jaguars.com/training camp/tickets for more information. Parking lots will open at 4 p.m. The gates will open at 5 p.m. Sophomore quarterback DJ Lagway has been named to the Maxwell Award watch list after playing one of the hardest ranked schedules in the country and leading the team to a winning record. The former number 1 recruited quarterback helped the Gators to an 8-5 season record. Right now, 95 degrees at 101. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
1 o'clock hour is here, hanging out. XL Primetime, thanks for hanging out with us. Golf Club of Southampton Wednesday. Joe C., Matty Hayes, Big Leon Searcy, the Hurricane Hall of Famer that he is, JJ LaSelva. We got it all going on a warm, sunny Wednesday. Hump day, though. Half the week, you've already put it in. You got half left, so hopefully you're productive getting it done. And we appreciate you taking us with you wherever you go. Apps, streams, on demand.
Well, you know, I had a bone to pick with you this morning because you didn't tell me how comfortable and the cooling agents that wearing golf shirts, bro.
You look good.
Bro, these things changed my life.
Yeah, you look good.
As hot as it is, bro. Yes. Man, look, bro. It keeps me cool.
Yeah. Exactly. Now, most of the time, you like coming in either in some Jag colors or some Miami colors.
True.
And I dig it. I dig it. That's the player in you. But, yeah, you get those, some of those dry fits or some of that, got that little extra technology, those RLXs, which is what you're wearing right now. Looking good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Has a slimming effect, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes,
yeah,
yes,
you look
yes.
phenomenal. By the way, I have found some Trevor Lawrence player props to go along with Leon's predictions for Trevor's stats.
Leon, repeat your prediction first.
All right. I have Trevor Lawrence at 4,250 yardage.
Okay, so the total passing yards set by Vegas is 3,650.
Okay, so a little shy.
Way over.
Yeah.
I have 39 touchdowns.
Okay, so they have his total passing touchdowns at 21.5.
Vegas doesn't know what they're talking about. And I've got
1.5.
I've got his interceptions at 10.
Okay, they don't have that.
Okay, what about I have his completion percentage too as well?
Neither.
Okay, but at
what do you
least
have his
yards and
completion
T's.
percentage at?
68.
Okay, total rushing touchdowns. Give me that one.
Rushing by Trevor, 6.
Okay, they have 3.5. Dang, so he's going to have 6 rushing touchdowns and how many passing?
39.
The dude is going to have himself a year.
He's going to be the MVP is what he's going to be.
Oh, hell yeah. Which, by the way, I do have that stat, or I have those odds, 30-1 for MVP.
Okay.
And when he comes with, listen, when he comes with those stats this season, I don't have no room for my wagon, okay?
Yeah, he is one of the favorites, speaking of that, for Comeback Player of the Year.
Oh, heck
So a lot of people think that, like you, he could have a huge bounce back.
There's going to be resurgence on his part. And they threw some guys out, like Sam Darnold last year, basically, is what people are asking. who's this year's Sam Darnold? Because Sam Darnold, highly drafted pick, things didn't go well. All of a sudden he goes to Minnesota and boom, they were where they were late in the year. And he was being lauded and celebrated. And they threw Trevor up there as a possibility to be that guy this year. Highly possible. Baker did it the year before where he had a great year. And so it definitely could happen. But I think the numbers in terms of points, overall points that Hard Rock and some others were putting out was that this team is projected to score around 23 points per game. And if they can get that part of it going, honestly, it doesn't seem like it's a big, tall number. If they can get that going, that means Trevor's throwing a lot more touchdowns and a lot less picks.
Yeah. How many did they average last year? 16?
No,
17?
19, right around 19. It was terrible.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I expect them to play a lot better.
Yeah, so I think they're only looking at it might have been, I'm just going to say 18.6. I might be off there. But anyway, about a 4-point improvement. More than a field goal improvement is what they're projecting. All right, so.
Real quick, I do have a few from Travis Hunter that I just want to get out there. So I have total receiving yards, total interceptions, and total receiving touchdowns.
So that's a combined 4,000 yards and.
Well, no, I just want to hear how many receiving yards you think he'll have this year, and then I'll tell you what they think.
What do you think?
I'm going to put it at 760.
I was going to go 820.
Okay.
Matt?
820?
Yeah. Receiving yards.
I'm going to put him over that. I'm going to put him right near 1,000. I'm gonna put him
good.
Joe's right on.
12.
Oh, yeah?
750.
I think it's a good bet if you go over.
I'm going over 900.
If you want to try to go over that.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Total interceptions this year. How many would you guys say?
I bet it's 2.5. I'm going to go over.
I'm going to go 4.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2.
It is 1.5.
1.5.
Yes.
All right.
And then the last one, total receiving touchdowns.
Half dozen.
Yeah, I would say 6 too. That's what I was going to say.
I'm going to go 8.
It's 4.5.
4.5.
Wow.
Okay.
So they're keeping expectations a little lower.
Yeah, which is good. And like I was saying earlier with the fantasy drafters and you guys, the hacker in you guys can text us if you have that fantasy kind of vision of where you're going to go get Travis Hunter. Is it going to be high?
That'd be a risk.
Yeah, it's going to be a risk because you don't know how many plays he's going to play. And I was asking Hack at practice yesterday or the day before, if you start him at wide receiver, you get to count his tackles if you have that part of your fantasy scoring where you get to count tackles.
If you play in a real man's league where we use defensive players, bro.
Yeah, man. and so if you do that, then you get to count the fumbles, the interceptions.
Yeah, in that league, he's easily the best player.
And so
by
that
far.
that part is enticing for sure. But if he's not playing as many on offense, then you can't start him as a defensive player. You have to start him as a wide receiver. All right, so real quick, a couple of these other numbers that we just gave out, Matt, over, under, win streak and losing streak for the Jags during the season is what?
Win streak is 2.5.
Yeah.
The lose streak is 3.5.
Okay, so basically they think that over, under bet, they think they're going to lose more in a row than they are going to win more in a row. So I just want to throw a few at you here. Win streak for Baltimore, 5.5. Losing streak for them, 2. It's basically the same for Buffalo. 5.5 wins, 1.5 in terms of a losing streak. For Carolina, who this team will face week 1, and we will begin their losing streak. They are at 2.5 with their win streak, which is identical to Jacksonville, and their losing streak is at 4. A couple of other ones that are up there, which you shouldn't be surprised by. The Eagles are 1 game less than Baltimore and Buffalo. Their win streak, 4.5 over under, and their losing streak is 1.5. So those are just some to.
What about KC?
All right, let's see if I can find Kansas City here. They are. How come I don't see them listed? I got the Tennessee Titans, which I will throw at you. Oh, there they are. Kansas City, 4.5 on the win streak, 1.5 on the losing streak. Tennessee Titans, 2 on the win streak, which is less than Jacksonville, and 4 on the losing streak.
So I can see multiple possibilities of breaking 2.5 win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Starting with Seahawks at home, Rams in London, Raiders in Vegas. I could also see road Cardinals, road Titans, home Colts. I could see road Titans, home Colts, home Jets. And that's where it ends.
Yeah,
Still,
but those
that's
are
three.
good.
That's three different possibilities. Now, the 4 straight losses. I mean, that's all over the place, man. There's multiple scenarios.
I would
of
say
4 straight
week
losses.
2 through 6 is pretty.
Yeah, because if it goes sideways against
Difficult.
Cincy, then you're going to be.
But you could, I mean,
Cincy, Houston, San Francisco, and
KC.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
I could also see Houston, San Francisco, KC, Seattle. You could, I mean, of course you can. I don't know how you can't see that.
Right.
You could see San Francisco, KC, Seattle, Rams, of course. Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So there's multiple ways to get 4 in a row.
But I thought it's 4.5 is the number.
No, it's 3.5.
Oh,
3.5.
It's a lock.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a lock too.
And so that's when you're just trying to figure out, can they fight their way out of that? That's that early stretch that honestly, if they get to London and it's 3 and 4, that seems like you're in a really good position. Believe it or not, a game below 500, you got to feel pretty good about the ones you picked off. That might mean you beat the Texans at home, something like that. Maybe picked off one of those other ones on the road. You need that.
If the young guns have scrubbed the funk, Leon, they're not gonna do the over on the loss. They're not gonna hit that over.
Listen,
if they've scrubbed the funk.
Yeah, they scrubbed the funk. Yeah, 3 and 4 by the bye or 4 and 3 by the bye is good. Because then they can get to 7.
I mean, if they're honestly
4 and 3 is great
think
because they
4 and
play
3
the
is
toughest part of their schedule.
Yeah.
4 and 3 is streaking down Bay Street. If you're 3 and 4, you should be very happy.
Yeah,
be very
agreed.
happy because you're 3 and 4. You got you have a legit chance, I think, to win that division.
Yeah, and like we said, that the winner has lived around 9 wins. And
That's a lot to ask. 3 and 4. I mean, look at that first 7.
Oh my
3 and
gosh,
4
yes.
is a lot
Well,
to
I mean,
ask.
the Bengals have traditionally started slow. So that's
I mean,
what I'm saying.
I guess,
Week
but
2,
like-
if you can sneak a,
that's true.
Hey, listen, if you can sneak a
It
win,
is on the road.
it's on
Like
the
if it was at
road.
home, I'd say, all right, you may have a chance.
Yeah, I'm just saying that traditionally
talking
start
about a
slow.
lighter, sleeker Josh Hines Allen getting around that bad offensive line.
Oh, that bad offensive
You're
line.
also talking about Joe Burr.
Yeah,
He's pretty good.
He's
Ever heard of him? He's
Yeah.
pretty good.
what you gonna put Travis on Jamar?
Well, good luck. If you
I
are.
saw silence of the Lambs. Hey, you got to put them on the 1, right? Or you gonna put Tyson Campbell on?
No, Tyson Campbell. Definitely.
Okay.
The first 3 weeks, this team will face either a number 1 overall pick or a number 2 overall pick at quarterback.
Yeah.
With their number 1 overall pick running the show. So it's going to be must-see and marquee if it can happen that way. But Bryce Young was a former number 1 pick, and we're going to find out how good he looks. And like I said, that receiving core that they're bringing back and a healthy Derek Brown is they have some numbers that you need to respect. I don't know how good they're going to be, but they definitely have some numbers. And then, of course, the Burrow-led Bengals, and then number 2 overall pick was C.J. Stroud going back a couple years ago. So we'll see where they go. But it's getting through that first stretch, and whatever success you can carve out of there, you will definitely be looking forward to the second half of the season and see what you can do with that. All right, so let's get into a couple of more as far as what's going on outside of Duval with the National Football League, like Trey Hendrickson of the Cincinnati Bengals reporting to avoid fines. He ain't happy, but he is reporting. And then Micah Parsons, let's bring up the latest as far as what's going on in D-Town. All that ahead and some more college football to throw your way. It's XL Primetime, Golf Club of Southampton Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, elite service for elite companies. Things you never hear Dan and Jeff say.
Look, I just want to say I'm sorry for the way I acted.
Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser are The Drill.
I was a maniac.
Yeah, but I see you changed your ways.
Mornings on 1010XL.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Hayes Carline here. If you're shopping for a new ride, you've got to check out Atlantic Infinity. Not only do you get a luxury vehicle, you also get the Atlantic Infinity Promise Free with every new car. That's almost $2,500 in added value just for buying smarter, and you don't have to sweat it out on the lot. Shop in their indoor, climate-controlled showrooms. It's cool, comfortable, hassle-free. They're on Atlantic near St. John's Bluff, or browse anytime at atlanticinfinity.com.
Ready to add some value to your day? The everyday deals at Sonny's have got you covered. Right now, you can get the pork big deal for $10, the pork and rib combo for $12, all you can eat ribs for $19.99, and our new loaded barbecue potato for $11. Available all day, every day. And that's why it's always Sonny's here. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
Summertime is busy with graduation parties, summer barbecues, festivities, family gatherings. The month of July, National Carpet Cleaning Month. So Zero Res is offering $45 per room of carpet clean and 20% off air duct cleaning services as well. Schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com or call them 287-5727 and ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res, spelled backwards or forwards, it spells the same. Zero Res.
Zero Res.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative, here to share with you an actual client review.
Dude, these shirts are sick.
Check out the shirts and other sick promo items at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Who says there's no free lunch? Join me, Prosser, and Jaguar and Gator legend Fred Taylor for free food and football talk Friday, August 8th at the Alhambra Theater. When you hear this...
Bye-bye. Brock Marion Dill chasing a 90-yard run.
Be caller 28 to win a pair of tickets to a free lunch with Fred. Doors open at 11. Jags talk, Gators talk, football talk, including a 1-hour Q&A with Freddie T, and we're buying your lunch. Stay tuned for this sound to win your tickets.
Bye-bye. Brock Marion Dill chasing a 90-yard run.
Courtesy of Jenkins Hyundai and Genesis of Jacksonville on Atlantic.
Take a radio boat ride with Captain Cabot on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Reeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services and awaken 180 weight loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
The best value for golf in Jacksonville remains Cimarron. Totally reestablished with new tee boxes, improved fairways and greens, also a brand new restaurant with indoor and outdoor settings, and live music. Join the Wild One loyalty program online at Cimarron Golf. When's the last time you played Cimarron? Cimarron Golf Club on 210, the Wild One.
Reclaim a pain-free life with Rebound Rehab. If you've been injured or simply feeling the effects of an active life, you can rely on Rebound Rehabilitation to get you back in the game. Sitting on the sidelines isn't any fun. Trust Rebound Rehab's team of trained physical therapists to get you back up to speed and feeling full again. Now more convenient than ever. 11 locations to serve you, including new offices in Riverside across from St. Vincent's, Point Meadows, and Middleburg. Just log on to reboundrehab.com to see all they've got to offer.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, buddy. Why so glum?
Stinky ice cubes, Jason. It's all downhill from here.
What?
The tap water at my place smells kind of funky. Funky tap water makes funky ice cubes. I meet a nice girl, invite her back to my place for a cocktail, and blow my whole romantic gesture with a mojito that smells like dog's feet.
Wait, I can totally make you way cooler.
I'm not taking your charity ice cubes, Jason. I have my pride.
Your pride is safe. Our plumbers can be at your house the day you call and install a whole home water purification system. Water tastes better, dishes come out cleaner, even your hair feels better after you shower.
Ooh, the ladies love a man with soft hair, don't they, Jason?
Life moves pretty fast. If you spend every day worried about the water in your own home, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Frank Franzi here for Coil Fencing. Jacksonville's full of memorable sports moments. Remember Tiger Woods' 60-foot putt on the iconic 17th? Gary Coate called it better than most. Better than most. Well, Coil Fencing is better than most. They're better than all. Coil has been that for nearly 100 years. So if you're in the market for a new fence, I recommend calling Coil & Sons today. That's at 904-356-4821 or visit coiljacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
A new era of women's professional soccer has arrived. The Gainbridge Super League, redefining the game for the next generation. Sporting Jacks, the first ever pro women's team on the First Coast. Be there for history. Secure your tickets now at sportingjacks.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously last year did not go great. It's easy to get down on yourselves, kind of get through. It's a toxic mindset of football there, and we got through the season abysmally. So come back this season, let's try to right our wrongs, and let's get out on the right foot.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
That's an Ivy League educated man right there, Foye Oluokun.
Joe, I was just going to ask you, has there ever been a time where you said abysmally in any conversation?
Yeah, I don't think I have.
Abysmally.
I could say it's been abysmal, but I don't think I've ever went with abysmally. That's how they got through the season. And Foye ain't wrong.
He ain't wrong.
That was Foye Oluokun coming out of practice and just basically talking about trying to get, as we have all said, get that funk out, get that stink out, all that stuff, and try and turn this thing around. And especially on the defensive side, that's what we're talking about, whether you're going to see longer losing streaks, longer winning streaks. But Foye has been a very good player, a tackling machine. You always wonder if those guys are going to lose their edge, but he was taken out of position, in my opinion, last year for all the wrong reasons to try and find a proper spot for Devin Lloyd. That's what it looked like they did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's the type of guy that I'm talking about in the locker room who has the credentials to kind of save a season as far as calling guys out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he has every right to say, because at the defensive front, hey, listen, you're letting these guys get on me. I mean, he can. I'm just saying that he could center the whole locker room. He's the type of person that who's averaging 100 tackles a game a season,
right?
Where he can say something and it speaks volumes.
Exactly, and I think if I recall, he was one of the louder voices towards the end of 23, where he was trying to get people in the locker room to step up and basically own their play. And they do need more of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard because we always look to you and say, hey, how do you get that done? And it's just, I don't know how unless you become ballers on the football field, you're not going to be able to run that locker room. And we need more of those guys.
Yeah, well, on both sides of the ball, absolutely. We need more guys who resume speaks for itself, credentials. And the only way you do that, you got to play better.
Right.
You got to play better on both sides of the ball. And then down you've got the attention of the locker room when you're putting Brian Thomas Jr. Although he was a rookie, I mean, he was legit, but I don't know if he has that kind of demeanor to where he can say, "Hey, listen," and he doesn't. He was a rookie, But I'm saying this year now, if he's status quo, if he's still putting up those same numbers, man, he can call people out, and I hope he does.
I bring it on, man. BIO. That's what you're looking for.
I think you just need. I agree with you, and we've all been saying this. They need guys to call it up, but I think these guys have to accept that reality of, okay, we're the only people that can make this better. It's us. You can complain that it's this or it's that or it's the coach or it's the scheme or whatever it is. At the end of the day, it's on the players. And I agree with you. Coaching does matter.
Yeah, it has to.
But my point is, at the end of the day, when they're on the field, they are the guys that got to make a play. When it's 3rd and 9. And you got to have a play. When it's 3rd and short and you got to get a yard. When it's 3rd and short and you got to stop somebody. It's on the players to make the plays. So they've got to collectively come together and do it. And the reality is, and Leon, we talked about this, I don't think they're there talent-wise yet. I think they've got a ways to go a little bit. Right?
I can agree with you on that. I mean, you got to be having these conversations not only in the locker room, but not only on the sideline, but in the huddle. I know it was plenty of times that me, Bo, and the guys would be like, "Hey, bro, we're getting this first down. All right, we're looking at each other, eye to eye, man to man.
Right,
we're getting this first down. 3rd and short, 3rd and 2, whatever it may be. So we're challenging. You got to challenge those guys in that huddle at that particular moment. Understand the magnitude of the moment. Hey, we're going to get Brunell comes in there. Denver Broncos in the playoffs. All right. Comes in there. We know if we give John Elway the ball back, it's a wrap. We know we got to go down and score a touchdown. Field goal ain't enough. Bart comes in there. Hey, Let's go have some fun. Give me the protection. We're going to get it done.
And you believe.
And we believe. We absolutely believe. The reason why we believed him, because we've seen it before. We see his calm, cool demeanor make things happen. So why would we think any different from the now?
And that's the kind of that leadership quality that we are talking about. Honestly, Trevor has that cool, calm demeanor, but he also needs to make those plays. And I do think that the way we're – all right, real quick, let's make this the 10-10 take because we were talking about this a little earlier in pre-show.
Now, Joe C's 10-10 take. Slow smoked and served up by Sonny's Barbecue. Local pitmaster since 68.
Trying to figure it all out. Well, they got it. They got it figured out. Recipe-wise, portion-wise, servings-wise. At Sonny's, you'll always leave with a smile and a full belly. Make sure you drop on by any one of your area Sonny's and enjoy some of that barbecue. So we're sitting around pre-show. We're going, what kind of camp has Trevor had? Has he been good? Has he been great? Has he been what he was a year ago where there were some question marks? We've seen, for the most part, more positives than negatives. But at the same time, that leadership quality, if it does come out, it will show throughout this football team because the demands that he can place on himself, if he gets better, he can now put demands on other guys. And so through this offseason, he knows what he's got to do. I got to limit my turnovers. I got to work on my footwork. I got to do a lot of different things to get this offense going. Coach Campos says it quite often that when Trevor said, now I know all the answers to the questions to the test, we're going to find out. But if he can do that, Leon, then he becomes that leader that you're looking for that can make some demands. Still be cool in the huddle, but make some demands.
Well, here's the thing. We've seen Trevor do it before. It's just been a while. It's been a minute. The back end of 2022, we saw he was going down the stretch. He was one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. We saw him in the game throw 4 picks and come back and throw 4 touchdowns and win the game. So we've seen it before. So my mama used to always tell me this. If I seen you do it once, that means that's what I'm expecting you to do from now on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So don't show me that you could do it and then act like you can't do it no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what Trevor, and this might be the first time in his whole career that his mechanics were in question. Because, you know, Liam came out there and said, hey, listen, he's got to work on his footwork. Hey, to run the offense that we got to run, you got to work on your footwork.
Right.
So we don't know if he has or not or whatever. I know compared to last year where we saw him struggle, first couple of weeks, because me and Matt, we said, man, he's had a terrible week last year. Remember last year was just terrible. Yeah. We haven't said that thus far. I think he's had a good camp, of okay camp. You know, I
think he's been solid.
Yeah, he's been solid.
I don't think any of us have said, whoa, that was a nice throw by Trev, or whoa, that's a couple really nice throws there by Trev.
So we haven't said
he's
whoa.
Just been solid.
Yeah, we haven't said whoa in a bad way or in a good way.
Or in a good way, correct.
Yeah, and like I was telling you guys, he's ripped a few throws down the field that I love the look of. There was one to Travis Hunter, just a little more air underneath it, which is what they're supposed to be working on right now.
Yesterday, that one to De'Ami Brown.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty, that was
pretty good.
Yeah, you better believe it.
Yeah, I mean, he's also learned the offense, too, so you got to give him that. You got to give him that little break as well.
Yeah. And so those things, I feel like you're looking at that big step forward. If he builds his own confidence, then he's going to be confident in asking others to do more on that football team. And I do think that's what it boils down to. Josh Allen can go to his guys. Lamar can go to his guys. We know Mahomes can go to his guys. The ones that have the stat sheet says it all. They're leaders, and they win, and that's what he wants to get to.
Plus, the confidence is such a big thing, man, especially at that position. In 2022, when he rolls out and throws that, he's looking, he throws that deep ball to Zay Jones, that strike for a touchdown, which might have been his best throw of his entire career. He's not throwing that ball last year.
Yeah.
He has no confidence to throw that ball last year.
And no confidence because he felt like he didn't have any time and didn't hit a bunch.
For any number of reasons. Right. He's just not making that throw.
Yeah, and the one thing
But you can see how he played. When he plays with confidence, you can see the talent that he has. A perfect example is that he throws 4 picks against the Chargers, and it doesn't faze him. And he comes out and just balls out, and they win the game.
Yeah, and when we all talk about pads come on, hits change everything. When hits happen, it's different. Same thing when a guy gets injured a bunch. If you get hit a lot, then you tend to expect it a little more than I'm not going to say he's running away from it because he's a tough son of a gun. Take a look at what that shot he took in the Houston game. He's tough, but you do suffer a lot of injuries. You become a little more either conservative or concerned.
Yeah, well, listen, I know the offensive lineman plays a factor in that, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
They've got to take it personal. If he's taking shots, he's getting injured.
Yeah.
I know we did. I know when Brew went down against the Lions where Robert Prochet tackled him.
Yeah, with the injury.
With the injury. When he went down, and we knew that Brew, when he was coming back, he was going to have a brace on and was going to be as mobile. I mean, we took it personally. As an offensive line, hey, bro, he can't take no more shots. We got to protect him. Whatever we need to do, we need to protect him.
Yeah.
This offensive line has to take it personal. They have to take it personal. The last couple of years, last 2 years, he's gone down. Now, they have some contributing factors to that.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got to take him a little bit more personal when it comes to protecting Trevor.
All right, you predicted a bunch of touchdowns. One of our texters, our prime timers, jumping on the text line is on my lifetime enclosures. If he only has 21 passing touchdowns, I think that's JJ. What was the number? 21 and a half?
Yeah,
which was whoa low. If he only has 21 passing touchdowns, they're in trouble. He has the team over the barrel with his contract. Option bonus due 5th day of the NFL year in 27. That could really hamstring them. And I agree. So that we're talking about a noticeable, and I'm talking out of the gate improvement, getting in the end zone.
Well, listen, if the team can give me Justin Herbert only had 25 and 4.
Yeah.
But they can run the ball and they can play sound defense and they made the playoffs. So you can give me that from this team that went from 4 and 12 a year ago before Harbaugh to what, 12 and 4, 11 and 5 or something like that, and going in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that all day.
And it's funny because what you're saying is what was missing from this team.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have that ability to run the football and control the clock and move the chains and rest the defense and all that stuff because that main ingredient wasn't there because they didn't ask Herbert to do everything. Remember, he had to out-throw and outscore people for a long time.
Yep.
And that was even with, who was it, Staley, who was a defensive guy, but for whatever reason, they lost their defense and he had to score a bunch. Harbaugh changed that dramatically. All right, one on the other side, from the 21 touchdowns to the big number, Leon, I love you, man. You're my favorite. But if Trevor throws 40 touchdowns this year, I better get ready because the good Lord's coming back. All right, that's good stuff. All right, XL Primetime, we'll keep it going. You got it all day long and all day strong right here on 1010 XL 92.5 FM.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. Each summer, 1010XL personalities get ready for another football season.
You have volunteered for the most intensive training known to man.
1010XL, taking Jacksonville sports talk seriously.
Make a statement this summer with luxury. Experience the art of progress at Jenkins Genesis of Northeast Jacksonville. Choose the sleek and powerful G70 or the versatile and refined GV80 SUV that's designed to elevate your journey. Enjoy exclusive summer offers and flexible financing. Showroom on Atlantic Boulevard or learn more at genesisofnortheastjacksonville.com for all life's journeys. Jenkins Genesis of Northeast Jacksonville is here. Welcome to the family. Offers subject to change. See dealer for details.
When your plumbing backs up, your septic's acting shady, or your AC quits on a 95-degree day, who you gonna call? Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Don't take just our word for it. Here's what real customers are saying about their experience with our company.
Megan in the office was so helpful and polite. Scheduling was easy, and the tech showed up right on time.
From plumbing and septic to air conditioning, we do it all. Call 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
Frank Frangie here to tell you about the coolest new thing, a putting green in my backyard that my friends at Sunshine Turf installed. Sunshine Turf can do the same for you. They'll come to your house, they'll create a custom design for your space, and you'll have an authentic golf course experience right in your own backyard. I freaking love it. Sunshine Turf is family owned and they made the process so simple. So visit sunshineturf.info or call them at 904-383-0243 and get a free quote today for your own putting green. Get it from Sunshine Turf.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband and wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hair4me.com.
Listen to whatever you like, whenever you want.
I like this.
1010XL on demand. Ad-free shows after the live shows end. Channeled by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Search where you find podcasts.
Joint replacement surgery is always a tough decision, but relief from chronic pain may be just around the corner. Dr. George Barber here, and there's a lot to consider to make sure you get the proper diagnosis and best path back to the range of motion and mobility you had. Age, lifestyle, and overall health all play a part. Let the team at Barber Orthopedics give you a full analysis to help you make the best decision. Log on to BarberOrthopedics.com or call the office to make an appointment. With offices across Jacksonville and ready to help you feel good again, we'll get you back on the road to recovery at Barber Orthopedics.
Don't just stand there. Everything you need to turn $1 into an epic win is in your hand. Hard Rock Bet. Bet it, parlay it, boost it, however you want to do it. From wherever you are to the moon. Bet anytime a line, prop, or parlay catches your eye. And withdraw cash when you want it. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. New players bet $5 and get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
The playoff-bound Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp are in full swing at the newly renovated VyStar Ballpark. Your home for affordable family fun. Tickets start at just $5. Fireworks after every Friday home game, and kids round the bases after Sunday games. Log on to jackshrimp.com for tickets and details. Jumbo Shrimp Baseball, affordable, family, fun.
Josie for Preferred Roofing, reminding you your roof is more than just felt and shingles. It's a system that not only keeps your home dry, but also impacts your heating and cooling bills. Preferred Roofing and Construction is a GAF Master Elite Roofing Contractor, lauded for having the ability to educate and inform homeowners on their options. Why GAF and Preferred Roofing? They're veteran-owned and operated with ties to Duval for decades. A family business ready to make sure your family has a good roof over its head. Log on, preferredroofingjacks.com.
Blue here for the Blue Crab House, located right off of San Jose. It's on Jewington Creek Road. They've been around since 1996. Indoor-outdoor dining. Also, takeout is available at the Blue Crab House. Open 4:30 to 9, Tuesday through Saturday. Sunday, noon until 9. Remember, Tuesday, $2 margaritas. Wednesday, $1 oyster night. How about the blue crabs? How about my personal favorite, the Canadian snow crabs? Whatever it is that you fancy, you get it right there. The Blue Crab House.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville. Now, the Cool Down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
All right, my takeaway is that when I was a player and I looked at the schedule, I didn't care who we had to play, what road trip we had to go on. Everybody can get beat on any Sunday. Now, I'm hoping this team has the same type of mentality that I had back in the day. Don't care about no KC. Care about no going to no 49ers. Huh? Just you take it game by game. You bring your stuff, they bring your. You hopefully you come out.
I want to kick their ass.
Thank you, JJ. I appreciate that. And me saying all that, I still want them to get to at least 4 games by the bye. You get the 4 games by the bye. And
4
you look,
wins.
4 wins. 4 wins.
Yeah.
You get the 4 wins by the bye. Now you're talking about something. Now you can make a push.
Now you're cooking with peanut oil.
You're cooking with grease. With fish
I do
grease.
like that.
So that's what I'm hoping for. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll agree with that. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'll agree with that. I'll absolutely agree with that. So my takeaway is this: this isn't about being negative or looking on the wrong side of things.
No.
This is about like at some point you guys got to face reality, man.
Right.
Reality is what it is. You've seen this team now for the last how many years? 5 of the last 6 years, 7 years, 6 of the last 7, right? You are what you are. You are what you are in this league because it's the elite of the elite. And when you don't play well, when you don't draft well, when you don't develop well, you finish 4-12 or 4-13, and you're picking the top 5 or 6 of the draft every year, or you pick back-to-back number 1 overall. So my whole thing is I'll believe it when I see it. You look at that offense. We did this yesterday. It's the same offensive line. They're 2 new guys, obviously. There's very little difference between those 2 guys.
Can't say same and have 2 new guys.
There's very little difference between the 2 guys they added, okay? You hope that Wyatt Milam could be a guy at left guard that could give him a little attitude. That would be great. I think they need something like that. At the end of the day, you just got to wait. Just be patient. Be patient. Even if it ends up 6-11 this year, just be patient.
Yeah, let them build. You're right. You don't want to, like, all of a sudden become...
I hate to say this, but even if they lose to the Panthers in the season opener,
don't even say
you got to be patient.
Gosh.
You just got to be patient, man.
All right, listen. I am not going to, like, Pat McCary blocked for the Diesel.
You guys are out of your mind if you think they can't lose that game in the season opener. You're out of your mind.
Oh, I don't think they can't lose it. I'm not going down that. I'm only in the Garen mode right now. I'm not guaranteeing it yet. I'm just in the Garen.
You should be in the G mode right now. Is where you should be.
So if if you're saying they could possibly lose that game to Carolina, that means you saying they could possibly win the game against KC.
Leon, you played in the NFL. Could they lose the game to Carolina?
Of course.
Okay.
We've lost when I played with the Steelers. We've lost to the Bengals.
Yeah, you've played in the NFL. Can they win that game against Kansas City?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they can win. I think they could beat the Chiefs. Is it likely?
Yeah. I'm just trying to get
let me give you these odds, Leon. Is it more likely they lose to the Panthers or beat the Chiefs?
Beat the Chiefs.
You think it's more likely they beat the Chiefs? All right.
Yeah,
all right.
I love it.
Vegas says otherwise.
Yeah, I know, but that's the optimist. That's my man right there.
Reality says otherwise too, but I got July Joe to my left, and I've got Jags going to win the Super Bowl last year to my right. So
reality is the perception of the viewer.
Yeah.
You perceive it to be doom and gloom.
Yeah.
No, I perceive it through the lens of reality.
I see sunshine and rainbows.
And like to Matt's point, you can have a good year and a building year and still not have a great record.
They could easily be 6-11.
First-year head coach. You got a younger roster.
But here's what's funny.
They could be 6-11, and they could be way up in the in metrics on offense.
Yeah,
they're running more plays,
and just how you
more
view
yards,
the team.
more touchdowns. Yeah,
but I'll just give you.
They're better on defense, but they just don't win. They've got a tough schedule. They have a difficult schedule.
It is a tough schedule, but I'll just give you one that you never know what's going to happen, and it can happen in a positive or a negative way. When Urban Meyer was dispatched and Doug Peterson was hired, it didn't look like it was going in the right direction at all, and then it took off, and they won as a 9-win team. They won the AFC South, and then they won a playoff game. We've talked about it, and we've all that. Well, anyway, you're saying, holy cow, that came out of nowhere. And then you expect it to happen again. And then the opposite happened. It didn't happen again. It was a collapse. And so when you think they're going to be good, there's not always the guarantee. When you think they're going to be bad, there's not always the guarantee. So certainly could go any way. But it was funny because when they showed that first year under Doug that they could get to 9-8 and win the division, you're like, oh my gosh, this guy's the savior. He's coming in. He's going to turn this thing around. And then they couldn't duplicate it. And that was the worst. But it you didn't expect it, and it happened. And I do agree that you can end up with a losing record, but still show big steps in improving and building a new football team. I know that can happen. I just would rather look at it right now. All I know is the guys that were there that were coaching them up and it looked like they failed are gone. And now there's a new regime. There's new people picking players and new people coaching players and a handful of new players. So that's really all I can.
You only got 2 more days left of July. You know that, right?
I know that. Then I turn into Augie Optimist. But listen, I would rather be the optimist before I see something that sucks. Okay, I'd rather wait and find out. a whole sea of change took place in Duval. Okay,
as change-filled an offseason as maybe ever in the franchise's history.
Just an ocean of change took place, and so that's all I'm looking forward to. I can't say it's bad until I've seen it.
Which at the very least should give you pause of, all right, it's going to be the same old Jags.
Yeah.
All that change should give you all right, maybe.
Yeah.
Which is kind of my point. Maybe, but I want to see it. That's all.
And the thing I feel like Doug either got comfortable or checked out on guys not putting in the work. Mm-hmm. Something obviously bad happened because he is a good coach. It just went south in a hurry.
And let's not forget, Liam did get bulky up out of here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. He forced change.
In and of itself.
Thank you. That
in and of itself should have me on that train, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, and get him in the pride. Any of that. All right. Now, I need to at least give one more shout out for what did take place, even though we're talking about training camp and what may not go well with the season. I saw a young lad yesterday that deserves a shout out. First off, his dad listens to the show all the time. Diehard Primetimer. But this young man's nickname is Taz. I'm like, you talking Tasmanian Devil? He said, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He led the team in tackles. We're talking Pop Warner action. He plays for the Ocean Wave Bucks, middle linebacker. So a round of applause for Big Taz. And you know what he was doing yesterday? He was getting himself an autograph from Travis Hunter.
Nice.
And he had eyes wide open looking at number 12. Yeah. So he was pretty excited, pretty stoked.
Listen, the name Taz and you play middle linebacker is going to get you some NIL.
I do love it.
Down the future.
I do love
you
it.
more than that.
Yeah.
So hopefully little man will come through. That's for sure. But shout out to Taz. All right, let's fire up the ukulele. This is part 2 of my question.
Perfecto!
All right, part 2 of my question from yesterday, college football. And you know what perfecto means, that these guys can get it right. But let's go from the Atlantic to Pacifico with a delicious Mexican lager found in Baja, imported by surfers. For those who live life anchors up, make sure you get a delicious Pacifico, especially if you are going with soft or hard tacos.
I have an update on that.
Okay, good.
But we'll get to that later.
All right, let's get to that. All right.
To go back.
So my question is, I told you guys that it's crazy to see, only 6 teams since 1964 have won the SEC. And we talk about the mighty SEC through and through. Only a half dozen teams in 6 different decades have won the SEC, okay? So then I did the stat yesterday from 1971 to 1982. The only 2 teams that won the SEC were Alabama or Georgia. That's it. So I need the team that won before Alabama started that run in 71. And who was the first to win after it wasn't Alabama or Georgia? Okay, so I'm basically looking for the SEC champ in 70 and the SEC champ, and the SEC champ in 83. I can't believe I'm making it that easy for me.
Yeah, 83, it should be Florida.
No, it's not. It's,
not Florida?
83, I think it's Auburn, actually.
So, yeah, I didn't want to make it.
And I think the 70 is Tennessee. I don't think it's Ole Miss. I think it's Tennessee.
Are those your guesses?
Those are my guesses.
Those are your guesses.
All right, so in 1969, it was Tennessee.
All right, so I'm right.
No.
You're not, because it was 1969, it was Tennessee. You are correct with Auburn in 1983.
Well, who was it in 1970?
In 1970, it was those LSU Tigers.
Wow, really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So they were the last before it was only Alabama and Georgia ruling the SEC from 71 to 82. And then the first not named Alabama or Georgia was Auburn.
Plus, their head coach that year, 1970, had this crazy, ranting, getting a crowd fired up.
I'm glad you didn't have that Ralph Salafusu who never got past number 1.
Thank you. I thought, as soon as I had this crazy, I thought JJ would hit immediately, so I had to
I guarantee you, Eddie O, I don't know when he was born, maybe around 1970, but he came out of the womb looking like that. That is one put together son of a gun that can still do, I don't know, he could walk South Beach, drop and do 200 push-ups like it's nothing. Kind of like this guy right here.
Now, the 2-minute drill on 1010XL.
Tommy Mack, you could draw comparisons to Eddie O. Stays in fantastic shape, right? How many
can't do
push-ups in a row?
200 in a row.
Yeah.
I don't know, 50.
Okay, all right.
But what
At
kind
least
of push-ups we talking? Because normally when someone says, hey, man, let's do a push-up contest, I'm like, you go first. I want to see what kind of
And they're
push-ups we're
fake.
talking about. Because some guys do halvesies.
Yeah.
I can do halvesies all day long. That doesn't mean, hey, I can do the quarter. Ring, ring, ring.
I'm about to
Those aren't
tell.
push-ups.
I'm about to say to Tommy Mack, I know I can do one thing. If he just said about 50, then he and I are on the same plane. Then I can do it. But if you consider mine halvesies, I don't know.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to lock
there's
it
only
out
one way
all
to
the way,
find
but
out.
you got to go
Exactly.
3/4, Leon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to at least
we
get
might
it
have to
past
do one
the
of
half
those.
point.
All right, well, we might have to do one of those.
Okay. I'm down.
Yeah, because I do a whole lot of Rosie set of push-ups, okay?
Oh, do you?
I go 52, 49, 36, and it ain't easy. I'll just tell you that. It is not easy.
They say she's got it all.
Right, you have to explain it. Tommy can sing it, but you got to explain it.
That's a
to
good
everybody,
one.
Joe.
So
You can't just say that.
it's a whole lot of Rosie set.
56.
But I flip the numbers a little bit. But I go 52 push-ups, maybe a couple-minute break, 49 push-ups, couple minute, maybe 3-minute break, 36 push-ups.
Nice.
Yeah, and so I get 100 plus per set, but I only do 2 of them. But it ain't easy.
What kind of legs you doing?
I don't do really.
Joe,
I
you
don't.
got to keep the base solid. Tell them, Big Surge.
Yeah,
Gotta
kind
have
of
that
got it.
foundation. You never know when you might need it. You gotta have that foundation.
It's so funny.
Don't be
because,
top heavy.
yeah.
All the push-ups in the world ain't gonna save your ass.
You can't run
You
nowhere.
gotta have some bottom.
But
Have
it's
some
so
oomph.
because leg day you wear yourself out, and I'm more concerned about TLD's legs than I am mine. So I let her work on leg day. But all I do is I get on the bike and I walk, and I'll do squats, but just without any weight.
Okay.
I see he's laughing. He's laughing.
Body squats are very important, Joe. Absolutely. Yep.
All right, what do you got coming up besides?
Well,
50
of course, we're going to talk some Jags. We're going to talk, just where everybody's at. I'm going to look at Brian Thomas Jr. a little bit, man. I know he's a baller. I feel like I'm waiting for him to break out a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, he's had a couple things, but I think we need to see more out of him and Trevor Lawrence and that connection. De'Ami Brown has been good. Travis been good, and listen, it feels like Brian Thomas Jr. has just been covered a lot.
Yeah,
DB's making plays on him, so I'm expecting that alpha dog to come out and say, "Hey, man, enough of Travis Hunter. I'm the man. I'm the guy who showed up last year. You know what I got. It's time for him to step up."
I don't know if you saw this. I'm betting you might have though, but I'm trying to remember the DB's name. Big Sur and I were talking about it. Anyway, BTJ catches one on the boundary. And 37 or whatever it was, pushed him out of bounds. And BTJ turned around, fired the football at him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So a little feisty, but that other kid's like, man, I got to catch somebody's eye.
Yeah.
He was not out of bounds, and I pushed him out of bounds.
Yeah, you got to do something. I'll tell you who caught somebody's eye yesterday was number 36, Quint Allen, running over Ventrell Miller, who tried to truck him, and he ended up getting trucked. I tell you what, that happened right in front of me, like 5 feet in front of me. I was like, that's pretty cool. Felt like I was back in the middle of it just a tiny bit. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, he looks like he could be a nice surprise player.
He runs angry. That's for sure.
All right, Big. We will be listing Tommy Mack along with Taylor and Lauren. They got helmets and heels coming up here in just a second. What did JJ say to me?
Tacos.
Yeah, give it to me.
Yeah, quick update on our hard versus soft shell tacos.
Yes.
My wife took a female trip with her friends last weekend, and one of the nights was taco night. And I'm like, all right, keep a track. Like, how many soft or hard tacos are we getting? She said, a lot of hard tacos.
Oh, really?
I was pissed. But, I mean, these are classless Ocala ladies.
Right. You got Ocala in there. They're eating hard tacos. There's no
Y'all
doubt
stay
about
off
it.
of slow
They grew up on those old El Paso tacos.
Yeah.
man.
Olay! Yeah,
Yes.
they're over there. They're definitely having a good time. I love that though. That's at least it's coming back to the pack a little bit. That's beautiful. All right, we're done. Golf Club of Southampton. Don't forget 287 play. Come on out and enjoy a little 9 after 5 tonight. Where Derek DeStefano, all the vowels except you. He ain't afraid. He'll serve hard and soft tacos all day. It's XL Prime.